over here at Donnie's. Donnie is the king of practical jokes. So it's very interesting to see somebody's offered us some free smokies over here. But the last time Donnie did something like this, he sent us into a trailer that he hauled the people were dead in for about 2 weeks. Well, guys, I finally did something. I made a deal with Donnie. I haven't bought anything off Donnie for about a long time. And it's fairly interesting what I bought off him. Back in the day, Mike had a cat that he kept tempting me with for probably about 6 months. And then we had a small come apart about it. He wasn't very nice about it. I didn't have all my money at the time to take and buy it. I asked him to give me 2 weeks to get the money. And he told me to kiss his and he sold it to Donnie. So again, as a time in the cycle, it cycles amongst all of us. I'm going over to Donnie to see if I can't make a deal. And regardless of whatever it may be, I'll be coming out of Donnie's place with something today. What, I don't know. But we're just getting the old hitch here together. My truck blew up, so I'm using production's vehicle. Thank you, Matthew Suchuk. Okay, bail on in this. Let's go for it. We're in the backyard here to take and hook onto my trailer. This should be interesting. Finally getting everybody to move their out of my yard that they've bought. I got a hell of a mess back here to clean up, but this trailer should be interesting. I haven't pulled this trailer in a while, and my dear delinquent child, everybody else uses my except me. We'll see how close I get to it here. There we go. We got contact with something back there. If you heard the bang on it. As they say, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
What are you thinking?
I just got to hit the trailer hitch level with the truck. So I'm just making a guess how far this trailer will sink down in the truck and how much of a hole it's in, who, when, where, and what, how much stroke there's left of this jack. Everybody aggravates me.
When was the last time you used this trailer?
Huh. To haul my truck back out of the US when it fell apart. But everybody else uses it all the time. Check, make sure there's any air in the tires on it. I haven't used this trailer in probably, I've used this trailer once in about a year. This trailer's been pulled just about all over Canada. I fix it. I sold all of my trailers because I was tired of everybody using them. Now I got 2. I've never used that trailer yet. Everybody else uses it. This trailer here, everybody else uses it too. It's gonna be kind of nice to use my own stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
I tell you what, we get lazy. Everything you own nowadays has a backup camera on it, which makes life easy when you're by yourself. It's like a bad exercise program.
So you're planning to take this thing on the back roads?
Oh yeah. You pull it like the wind. I tell ya. I think my kid likes to get me exercise, I think. There we go. We'll find out where it's sitting at. Pinned safety hooks, pull-off cable, plugs in. Looks like somebody's given it the what for lately. I see that somebody has broken my latch. Hey, piece of wire on there. It's
What's that mean for you?
that means it's something I get to fix that I didn't wreck. Nobody fixes nothing. They pull my shit and wreck it. I fix it all up, and then they come and use it. It's got a low tire, but it can live like that. Okay, let's bail in this and get out of here.
Time to go to Donnie's.
We're off to Skinny McCloskey's. We get to Donnie's. If there's some air, we should put a little air in that one tire.
Yeah, good idea. Need that after the roads.
Tell you what. But whenever you're working on something, you know, no matter how big it is, remember where, I don't know, 5 or 6 pieces go. Remember where they go. And when you put one piece on, the first piece, and then the other piece fits on it. And then the next piece fits onto that piece. It's kind of like when you're singing a song, you don't really know the words, but you hear a couple words and it reminds you what the rest of the song is like. And that's the same thing about putting something together, in my world anyways. You look at something and there's 10,000 pieces and you look at it and it'll overwhelm you. So what I do is you just sit and look at it for a while and get used to it. You look at it long enough and it will simplify itself. And then know where the things go over it in your mind where things are. And of course you'll put a few things on backwards once or twice. That's normal. Everybody does it. But it just gives you a starting point not to be too overwhelmed. Your first step, away you go. Remember exactly where a few pieces go. Educate yourself about what you're doing. And some God-given common sense. And you should only have 1 or 2 pieces left over by the time you get it together. Then you can take it apart and redo it again.
Does it ever become muscle memory?
If you do enough of the same thing, yes, it will. I guess the muscle memory thing is there's a basic rule on certain things that you follow about putting stuff together. You pay attention to certain wear marks, where it fits, what's wore, what isn't wore. And then if you really forget, phone one of your friends and ask them. Or as stupid as this sounds, go on YouTube and find the guy that you figure is the most intelligent and watch how he puts it together. I build lots of stuff off YouTube. Lots of transmissions. I'll go on YouTube putting this transmission together and I will spend 4 or 5 hours watching this transmission build on there. Because you'll get part of it together and then you'll forget where one piece goes. Or you'll have one piece left over sitting in the corner and you won't know where it goes, so you go back and you think you forgot it in the inside. But again, it's just a process of elimination. Everything has its place where it goes. Remember where a few pieces go, and usually the rest will take care of itself. This road usually isn't this bad a shape. This is the back of the Adams Lake Road that we're on. Incredible view. That there lake is really deep. I think it's 900 feet deep at its deepest spot, which is really fairly interesting. This road is, it's potholy, but it's still 40 minutes faster this way than going around through Kamloops. Is it bad? Sure, it's bad. The definition of bad is the same definition as rusty. You know? Same definition of pretty. Same definition of nice. I don't know. What you're used to, what you use for a basis to base on what's good or bad, it's all in your own mind. So if somebody said, oh, the road is really bad, you go, well, that guy hasn't ever driven out of the city more than a day and a half. It's got 2 pieces of snow on it and it's really bad. Somebody else has got lots of driving experience. They don't even notice it's bad. What's the road like? Yeah, it was excellent. You know, so whenever you ask anybody what's good or bad, you got to kind of ask yourself, what is that person's makeup like? What does he have that he makes a judgment call on? And you kind of just go from there.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
You know what? Yeah, in the eye of the beholder. You know, a guy goes, that car's a total piece of shit. Well, it's got one piece of chrome missing on it. You know, you ask Mike if that car is in good shape, and the only thing good on it's the ashtray. So you got to be careful when buying stuff and wheeling and dealing. If you don't know the person you're dealing with, it's pretty hard to make a judgment call off what they say, whether it's good and bad. This road's fine. The average person driving on it would go, it's absolutely horrible and it's bad. I give everything a rating of roads. This road here is probably, I'd say she's 60 kilometer an hour road today. On a good day, this is about 100 kilometer an hour road. It's about as fast as you want to go for flying off the end of it. Today, 60. Believe it or not, on any part of this road, there's room for two vehicles to pass. You just don't think it is. You know, it's kind of like going across the Red Bridge in Kamloops, the old Red Bridge. You would never think two vehicles pass on there, but there are two vehicles passing there all day long with a foot to spare in the middle. And you would never think anything would pass on it. So it's kind of the same as this. But this road today, the special thing about it is a bit, hence the word greasy, I guess. It's kind of like driving on ice almost. It's clay, it's pretty slippery. But on the other hand, I got winter tires, or Matt has winter tires on his production vehicle. So it'd climb a tree if the bark will stay on it. We're getting to the end of the road here. It's a little bit nicer. This part of the road usually is always good. The part we just went through it can be quite treacherous, even at my level sometimes. But again, you know, slow down to at least 60 mile an hour. Well, I tell you what, negotiating with Donnie is kind of like going to an auction sale. You have a set price in your mind, and it'll always go up by about 20%. We're getting closer to barrier, and of course it's on your mind about, you know, what you want to pay for your stuff. You know, what's he going to want for it? And it's like anything when you go to buy, I guess, in our world. Donnie is very, very good at what he does, hence the word, the great white shark. It does you good to take and deal with him every once in a while to keep your toes and your guard up a little bit when it comes to buying and selling stuff, because if you don't, by the time you leave, you will not have any money left. Donnie can smell a $20 bill at about 4 kilometers. First thing he does is look in your pocket and see how much money stuffed in it, and then away he goes. He'll try selling you everything from the kitchen sink to a bicycle. So I kind of know what I want today. I've been talking to him about this cat. Cat's got a lot of controversy over it. Mike really pissed me off when he wouldn't sell it to me because I didn't have the money at that time, and it caused a bit of friction. And it is something that still pisses me off a little bit. You know, give to those who need. Well, Mike should maybe try following his old advice every once in a while instead of being over certain things. You know? Anyways, at the end of the day, I do believe that I'm going to come to a deal with Donnie on this, and he's got an engine core over there that I kind of need, that I don't need, that I need, that I don't need, that unfortunately I'll probably end up with before the day's over. Yeah. So, and it's always good to see Donnie. We're all family, a dysfunctional family, very dysfunctional, but we all respect each other sometimes. We all whine and about each other. We all have a problem, and every one of us that does dealings back and forth, there is something that somebody has screwed somebody out of, or somebody or something that somebody has that person hasn't given them. Like Donnie has a set of tracks of mine that he's had for almost 5 years, or maybe more than that, about 8 years, and he's never given me back yet. But again, there's probably something that I owe him that I haven't give him. I hope a lot that I owe him. You know, as I said before, it all depends what kind of mood Donnie's in. If he's in a good mood, or it depends if he needs money to buy something. If he needs money to buy something, if you can figure out what day that is, he's a lot easier to deal with. And believe it or not, Donnie is not terribly, terribly greedy. Donnie likes to make usually about 20 to 30% on anything he buys. So 90% of the time you get a pretty good deal off of him. But again, some of Donnie's stuff that he has, there's a reason why you get such a good deal on it. You got to really know what you're buying. I tell you what, I haven't dealt with Donnie in a while, and my heart's kind of going pitter-patter a little bit. Nah, not because I like him, it's because you got to be really on your game dealing with him, because he's a tough character to deal with. It's good. We're friends, but at the end of the day, it is negotiating time. And there is nothing sacred. There's no stone unturned. And I tell you what, it gets into some heated conversations sometimes, which usually are kind of funny. Sometimes they're not, but most of the time it is. It gets fairly interesting. But at the end of the day, it usually ends up costing me more money. So, anyways, I tell you what, guys, here we are. What's the opposite of a bank? It'll be a donation here today. How big, I don't know. An involuntary donation. I'm excited to see how much money I'm going to leave with. Oh, there he is. Are we ready to get down to some hog killing?
So that's what you're going for.
Yeah. Okay, guys, this here that I've been dealing with over with Donnie. The bad deal that went south with Mike. Anyways, at the end of the day, it's f***ing cool. There you have her.
What's it do?
It pushes dirt, and it looks nice. Hey, why wouldn't you want something like this, hey? I tell you what, I'm gonna probably have to end up paying about $5,500, $5,000 for it probably. I do believe that Donnie bought it off Mike for somewhere around there, and then Donnie fixed it. It needed a bunch of work. So it'd probably be somewhere around 55, 5. I don't have a problem with that because it's something that I want. Look at that, it's even got a ripper. It's got a 4-wheel ripper on her. Right there.
Good shape?
Yeah, I guess so. The thing is, I don't think it's been used a whole bunch. A guy, the story has it, he built, I think, 3 of these back in the day in Kamloops. And they did build a kit of these things that you could buy a kit. And I don't know a whole lot of the story about it, but the guy at the machine shop built them, so. Look at this, it's even got a tilt blade on it. Look at that. Power to the people.
Pretty.
Power to the people, hey? Power to the people. All kinds of weird and wonderful things. It's all hydrostatic drive. It is pretty cool though, isn't it? We're over here at Donnie's. Donnie is the king of practical jokes. So it's very interesting to see somebody's offered us some free smokies over here, but the last time Donnie did something like this, he sent us into a trailer that he hauled the people were dead in for about 2 weeks.
People?
Yeah. So he's got some practical jokes that you just never know with him. Tell you what, we might get lunch out of this.
In!
I hear there's lunch happening over here or what?
Oh my God, I better not be on TV.
What are you doing? Kleinfinger sent us over here. You never know what he's doing. What kind of practical joke? He told me to come over here and tell you to make me lunch.
Okay, well, it will be an hour.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
Well, come over for a hot dog. What are you doing?
We're trying to move around because of the snow. Hang on.
You can say wintertime here. Everybody getting everything all moved around. Life at the Great White Shark's Yard. There's always something interesting happening around here. It's like a bad game of Tetris around here. There's shit everywhere. Tell you what, when you're done here, meet us over at the Cat, Donnie.
Yeah,
You want to go in the office? Okay, go in the office then. I tell ya. I hate winter. With a passion.
It's cold.
We're over here this morning. If you're curious where we're at Kleinfinger Incorporated. Hey, it should say the home of the great white shark on here. Anyways, this is the object that we're talking about. A guy made, I think, 3 of these in Kamloops. And they're fairly interesting. It's something I need. This thing's just it's a little baby bulldozer that somebody made. And it's just like, it's a little baby caterpillar. I guess cat or I guess cat is close enough. Would be the generic name for it. It's not a caterpillar. It's a home built. It looks like a caterpillar. And it's got all kinds of weird little features on it that you usually don't get. It's got a ripper on the back here. You're scoring up the ground to dig it. It's a whole bunch of interesting about it. It's just neat. I like it. And I guess that's all that counts at the end of the day. If you like something, you know, some guys buy clothes, some guys buy shoes. Hell, some guys even buy dresses. In my world, we buy junk. Good junk. It comes with its own ecosystem.
And then the panel.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's missing a panel here. I don't know where that panel is, but that should at least knock probably, I'd say about $4,000 off for not having a panel on it. Knowing Donnie, it'll probably cost me extra for it not having a panel on it. The neat thing about it is it got some pretty cool attachments with it. It's got a little baby front end loader on it, which is, believe it or not, you would use. But the coolest thing is, obviously, it's got a blade. I really don't have anything for plowing snow in my yard. I guess we could use any excuse we want to use, but it'll work for plowing snow. The tracks are a bit not very winter time. We're gonna have to put some little corks on it over here for traction, but I tell you what, who out there watching this wouldn't want this cat? I know I do. So whatever, it is what it is. What is the price of happiness? It is whatever you want to pay for it. Like, some guys buy a piece of art that, why would you pay that much for it? We buy junk, makes us happy. Okay, I guess we need to get to the rat killing, I guess. Mr. Happy's in the shop. I tell you what, visiting Donnie, you just never know what to expect. Donnie can smell money from 6 blocks away. I can smell food. There's something cooking in here, I can smell it.
Oh, Russ will bring it back.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
What are we having, a ladybug picnic today, Donnie, or what?
Oh, we're gonna have some smokies, some nice Italian sausage.
I tell you what, why is this frightening me? Is this driving the price of this up or down?
I'm short on cash.
Well, why do I have a feeling that I'm the one that's going to be short on cash at the end of the day?
How big a sock you got?
Well, yeah.
Put that boot back on.
Oh my goodness.
It just stinks.
Hey, it's like a diet thing. It'll keep you from eating. That smelly boot, that's like a deterrent for me for eating.
Don't take that off again or I'm gonna charge you double.
Anyways, let's get to the rat killing on that before I get too much food in there, and I feel sorry for you.
Don't feel sorry for me. You're the one that's gonna leave empty-handed.
I'll tell you what, I do have money.
That might not be enough.
Stop frightening me.
How much you got in there?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like enough.
It is enough. What do you want for that thing?
$7,500.
No.
Come on.
No, you know what the story of that is. Mike screwed me out of that, hey?
Well,
Him being a chowderhead and whatever. He wasn't very nice about that, and I'm still pissed off about it a little bit at him. But
Wow.
anyways,
no, you know what you should do?
what should I do?
I have a car that Mike really, really wants.
Oh, what is it?
A 62 Impala.
Well, yeah.
And Mike wants it badly for parts, so you should be buying it.
Well, what's it worth?
I'll give you a good deal on the cat, but you got to buy that car too. I want $1,000 for the car. Bottom dollar on the cat, $5,500.
How much?
Bottom dollar on the cat, $5,500. Not a penny less. I'll keep it. Not a penny less.
I was thinking more of about $4,500.
Say no to drugs.
Well, I do say no to drugs. That's why you should be giving me a deal.
No, that is a deal. That's it. Not less.
5.
No.
Why not?
No.
What are we gonna do with Mike's car? I want to hose him on that. He'd give me a hard time on this cat. He baited me with his cat for.
He needs the bumper and the grill and the.
He baited me for this cat for almost 6 months,
Yeah.
and then I come to buy it off him. He brought me
Yeah.
over, and he wanted I think $4,000 for it or $4,500 for it, and
Yeah.
I didn't have the money.
Yeah.
And you know what he told me?
What did he tell you?
He told me to go myself because if I
Yeah.
didn't have the money, he's gonna sell it to somebody else that had the money.
Oh my God.
So you know what I mean? He wouldn't even. I told him I'd have the money in 2 weeks, and he sold it right out from underneath me after aggravating me for just about probably 6 months over it.
You can cry all you want. You're still not getting it for less than $5,500. So pull out the dough and $1,000 for the car, Mike's.
That car, Mike's wheel. I tell you what, that core in your backyard,
The what?
that core, that 6.4 core.
Yeah.
How bad is that core?
I don't know. It was a running core, but it had blow by big time.
Was it smoking or what was it doing?
I was smoking. I mean, I haven't heard it run in 5 years, right?
It's been 5 years out there encumbered. What is it worth, that core?
Well, I was getting $1,500 for him, right?
Could I trade you another core for that core?
No, I just want money. See, this is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice needs to be paid. And if I trade stuff...
Hey, Beetlejuice, I got 2 words for you. Get a better employer.
No way. I'll stick with Don.
Yeah.
What is that core worth? Or is it a good core?
I just finished telling you. How many times do you want me to tell you
You
the
said
same
you
thing?
weren't. I don't even know what they're getting for them cores anymore.
Let's see how much you got in that sock.
No. No.
Give me $1,000 for the engine. Call it a day. Get it out of there. Get it out of there today.
Why do I take it that there's going to be some snake oil salesman in here? Where did you get that chair at? Does Willy Wonka know he's got no chair left anymore? Where did you get that chair from?
I bought it at an auction. It's a prop. It's a Willy Wonka chair.
Is that a real live Willy Wonka chair?
Yeah.
The original.
That's what I was told.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
They're ready. The cheese is under the plate on top of the onions.
You gotta stay and have hot dog for this.
Oh, well, I'll hang around. I'm gonna grab a hot
Oh,
dog.
look at that. So you gotta have 55 for that, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What does it come with?
Whatever's sitting there with it on the truck.
If it works, not bad.
Of course it is, actually.
Now, what is the story of that thing?
The story that I got is they were built in Kamloops. And the guy built quite a few of them.
Because I know you could buy a kit back in the day. So $5,000 for that cat?
No. No.
He used to be sitting in front of inside of his
And what do you want for that core?
Chinese.
$1,000.
And he said that core did run at one
It
time.
did run at one time, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of history here.
See, I'm torn on that. Do I take and put that $1,000 to put a Cummins in there, or do I fix that 6.4 and put it in there? That's the torn part that I'm torn at with this. You know, do I want to be into it for $3 million, or do I want to be in for do it? You know, whatever somewhere I'm going to get my money out of it.
Yeah. Well, you'll get your money out of it.
Okay, I'll give you $5,500 for that. I think it's $500 more than I want to pay for it.
That's okay.
What are you going to charge me to move my truck out of Lindley's place to my house?
Who said it was going to your house?
What is that worth to move that truck?
Well, I have to send a land all. So,
You do, eh?
yeah.
We moved it on the deck truck before.
Have to ask Junior, but I would feel better on the land all.
Why does that sound like it's already being more money than it should be?
Because the deck truck's 150 an hour, a land ball's 225.
And how many hours?
From here to back to here?
What do you mean to here? It's going to my house.
think so. I don't think so.
What's it worth to haul that?
From there to here, you're probably 3 hours, $600. $600, $600.
What is it with you today? $600.
I like $600 today.
It's a $600 day.
I would say 750.
I tell you what. You skinny that haul up a little bit, and I'll give you 55 for that cat.
I'll give you a little better deal on the haul. You don't worry.
Okay, put her there. Then 5,500 for that cat.
That's back to barrier.
You should just buy that off me, that truck.
I probably should.
Okay, 5,500. But you give me a deal on moving that truck out of Lindley's shop.
Okay, just shut up and have another sausage.
No, I'm on a diet, Donnie.
Well, it doesn't look like it.
Well, I know. I really appreciate you wanting to share some of your old clothes.
I
with
got
me.
lots of my own clothes. I can
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you.
Thanks. That's incentive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, an incentive.
Yeah.
You let me have a talk with Bradley about that 6'4". I got 3 of the things. Let me have a talk with Bradley of what it's going to cost or what I can simply put that together. And see, the problem with it is all them heads are cracked all the time. The
Yeah.
heads are always cracked.
That wasn't a problem with this one.
What was the problem with it?
It had blow by.
See, if I got a good bottom end
Yeah.
that I've been tripping over
Yeah.
for about 4 years
Yeah.
that I bought off JF.
Yeah.
So, and the other 2 cores I got off you, another
Yeah.
half a truck that's still yours.
Yeah.
What part of that truck is mine?
The crane. The crane and the PTO. The rest was supposed to come
No,
back
the
to me.
running gear is mine.
No,
No,
that's
the-
what I wanted back.
No, you wanted. What did you want back? The
whole truck, the whole
motor,
truck.
The motor and transmission was mine.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
Donnie, you traded me that.
It
back.
doesn't matter. I don't need it anyhow, but
Well,
whatever.
whatever. What do you
Yeah.
want? What do you want? I don't want. I got no yard in my chart. Whatever.
Whatever.
What's that whole truck worth?
Which one?
The one that I only own half of. You wanted the body back on it.
Yeah.
You give me the motor and transmission out of
I
it.
can't remember.
But-
I was getting the diff and back.
You're
and
getting the
all
dip,
that.
but I was
Yeah,
getting the
yeah.
motor and transmission out
Yeah,
of it.
that's right. I was getting the whole complete frame. No, I need that. Actually, Donnie has a project for that. For the whole frame. But you don't need that anyhow.
Not really, because I got enough as
right.
it is.
That's right.
But I do need the motor and transmission out of it and the radiator probably, or whatever parts that I need
Okay.
out of it to put this other
Okay.
truck together.
Uh-oh, here's Grandpa. Now you're in trouble because he's going to make me pay f***ing tax to you, or you're going to pay tax to us.
For what?
I don't know. Grandpa always charges tax.
Is he Italian?
No.
Anyways, okay.
Yeah.
Because I got to get some more out of my yard because the powers to be are on my case already about that my renters I had over there. They packed my yard full of but I got rid of them and I got Grips moving in there. He's got less
Oh, yeah.
so it's just whatever. He's not getting along very well with the powers to be over there and everybody else. And he's got his kids he's looking after and he needs a normal whatever closer to school. So my other renters, they cluttered my yard up, caused me a problem. The regional district come over again and give me the what for. So I just need to get rid of that. But anyways, you let me talk to Bradley about that core.
Okay.
And I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. But I think that just let me talk to him. Whichever is cheaper to go to put a Cummins in there. Put a Cummins in, it's like $5,000.
Yeah.
To take and do that motor, I don't know. But anyways, my other truck blew up too, eh?
Jeez, how come? Isn't that a brand new truck?
The turbo broke in half.
Oh, really?
It filled the motor full of oil. I thought it blew the motor up. I was wrong. It just hydraulicked it with oil.
Oh,
But
really?
it could have bent a rod maybe. But anyways, again, the turbo broke right in half.
So is that because Grandpa's got the same truck?
A diesel?
What's that?
Your Ford. Just listen to him.
150?
Diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many miles are on yours?
Yeah.
90 bricks. 90,000.
That's it, eh?
That's it. Brand new.
I love that truck. That truck is the best truck. But anyways, I blew the motor out of mine. I put a new motor in it, and I got the transmission ripped apart on it. So I'll freshen up the transmission, put it back together, and away we go. Where's your kid at to load this thing?
You'll be here in a minute.
Donnie?
Listen.
What?
There it is.
You know,
speaking about the prodigal child,
the
how you
people
doing?
you hang out with. I don't know about you.
Hey, the last time I seen him, what happened to that truck you were pulling out over the side of the hill the other day?
And the road gave out and it rolled right over upside down. He pulled off to the side to let another logging truck go by and it right
Tipped
over.
right over.
Yeah.
Are you gonna load that cat for me?
Depends.
Donnie,
How much is in that sock?
Yeah!
Donnie,
I'll leave you in those f***ing socks!
Yeah.
now that you've lost all the weight, where's all your fat clothes you can give to him?
Yeah, let's go here.
He's running for Santa.
Okay, let's go get her on there then. Okay, client finger.
Hey,
I already paid you!
no you didn't. Give me the cash.
No,
Come on.
no. I'll get it loaded and I'll come back and pay you.
Okay. Hurry up.
You know, only thing I can hope about that is if aliens maybe abduct them, I'll get something for free. I think this is the first thing I ever bought from your father that does f***ing run. Broken.
Ask Mike. We used it twice.
How does this thing run?
Runs awesome, actually. The starter, sometimes it doesn't engage all the way. It was like that when we got it from Mike, but it runs awesome.
I can't wait.
We even leveled the driveway with
What are you doing?
it. Trying to get it to power up here. Trying to jump start
What
it.
the f*** is all that?
I don't know. Ask Mike.
What is that?
This is how it came. That's how we got it from Mike.
Well, what? What?
Hold on. Let me grab some jumper cable for the truck.
Is there not enough power in here or what?
I don't know. I'm just gonna pull this truck over there. We're gonna jump start that machine.
How has your old dear father been doing these days anyways?
Oh, pretty good. Buying more junk as usual.
Well, that's a good thing. That means he's doing all right, got some money. I guess you guys are waiting for a good winter for it to snow. You were saying you guys didn't have a very good winter last year, right?
No, last winter was horrible. Like one of the worst we've ever had. There we go. Hey, that's good.
Oh, there she's taking a draw. What's that big blue wire?
That's to kill it.
Is that normal?
Yeah, starter's sticking. Try and wiggle that ground around maybe.
Stirred right on it.
Right there.
Go right there. Okay, here's her.
This is one wire to the starter. I don't think there's a solenoid in it.
Yeah, there is. You got a screwdriver?
Yeah. I'll go grab you a screwdriver.
He's a booster cable jamboree.
Here.
It's fairly easy.
Sparking.
Thing here. Where's your pliers at?
What do you need pliers for?
You sure this is the kill button here, eh?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe not. I'm pretty sure it is though.
Okay. Where's that screwdriver at?
Well, we had it running yesterday. I drove it right up on the truck.
Well,
Maybe pull the throttle out of it. Now hold the metal part of the screwdriver.
it's in my tongue.
Yeah. Sparking.
It's fucking sparking. Okay.
The throttle one's closest to you.
Right here? Here.
Yeah.
There, that's a switch, isn't it?
No, it's throttle. Pull it out a bit.
Well, the light's working the thing. Hey? Look at that.
Yeah, lights working on the front.
Yeah.
What are you doing now, Avery?
Well, we're gonna try that.
Maybe if we let the deck flat, maybe all the fuel ran to the back of the tank. I replaced the hydraulic lines there down by your feet. As soon as I fired it up and we got it from Mike, there's hydraulic oil everywhere. You couldn't have brought a bigger trailer?
You never said nothing about getting electrocuted out of that. It does run really good.
It does run good, yeah. Other than the starter issue and maybe an ignition and a battery, it didn't even run when we got it from Mike. That's how we got it. We got it fired up.
The controls, once the guy puts the right pins and stuff in there,
Yeah.
it'll be all right. There's an interesting, that must be the throttle back here, right?
The one closest to use your throttle.
No, right here for the hydraulics. For fast and slow,
Oh, yeah.
for how the hydraulics react.
Yeah. I don't know. We got it running. We played around in the ditch over there, and then Damon had to fix his driveway, and he used it. He used it for a full day. Burnt a tank of fuel through it, no issues. So, and then we've never used it other than played around with it. He used it, so instead of it sitting at his place, it's better sitting at your place.
I don't know. I'm happy your dad sold it to me.
Yeah.
Like I say, it was a bad deal with Mike, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you don't treat your friends like that or do that. He taunted me with it for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then he brought it to me and I didn't have any money that month.
Yeah.
And then said, more or less, you, I'll go sell it to somebody else.
Yeah.
So he pissed me off.
Yeah. Well, you got it now.
Yeah, that's all that counts.
Yeah.
The guy
That's
should-
okay. I heard he only paid $2,000 for it when he bought it.
No,
so.
I know what he paid for it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think he paid either $400 or $4,500 for it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
or maybe, I think 4 or 45, or who knows with your dad and Mike. Is that actually that car? Mike actually does want that car?
He's got it now, yeah.
Oh, your dad said he haven't had that car. He wanted the bumper and stuff off for his.
Oh, which car is that?
I don't know, but if
The one over at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he does want it, eh?
Yeah.
I should buy it.
You should buy it, yeah.
And then you know what? Buy it and crush it.
We could drive over with the monster truck.
Yeah, we
Can I
can
get
do
the
that.
monster truck?
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there?
I might be like,
wanna do that?
yeah.
Let's do it.
We should do that.
You want to go do it right now?
No!
Oh.
No, gotta rub it in a little bit first. Okay, I'll tie this down.
Okay.
Okay, and
Anything else you need?
nah, that cord that your dad's got of that 6.4 back there. Did you ever see that thing run?
Which one's that?
The one that's sitting in the middle of the yard. I think it's got a turbo on it or something.
The engine sitting in the frame?
Yeah.
No, I think the bottom end might have been gone in it.
See,
Or it had a dead piston. But I have a running 6.4 over there, but it's got blow by. It's a complete truck.
Maybe that's what your dad's trying to sell me.
Could be.
I'm gonna have to take a look.
You'll see it over there. The whole driver's side, it's bent in a banana. It was in an accident. I got it from a buddy of mine at the coast from his tow yard. So
Let me think about.
I got it originally for parts for my 6.4 tow truck I'm building in the shop, the lifted one, but the motors got blow by, so there's no real point in me
See,
keeping
them
it.
motors are f***ing junk. What's it going for mileage? 200 and something?
I think so. Yeah, 290 or 270.
Dude, you can set your watch by them. If they got 300 on it, it's done.
Yeah.
Okay, so you figure it needs a battery and a little bit of wiring. That's not that big a deal. The starter's dry is why it's doing that, eh?
And it's got those 2 new hydraulic lines on there, so.
At least I come away with something new on it.
Right?
Anyways, thanks for your help, man.
No problem.
Okay, you
No,
stop by
strap
and say
down.
hi. We're all kind of somebody strapped by. I think the back one may move.
Yeah. Give her a good old test. Make sure she's not going nowhere.
The one thing about it won't be the first or last thing I lost. I got her horn swaddled on the back here so it don't move.
Yeah, you'll be
So, anyways, I'll go say hi to your old
Okay,
father.
sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
out
a
here.
good day, man.
You too.
Okay, we got her loaded, man.
Very good.
Thanks for the extra 5 pounds I gained to come and see you.
Well, you should have some more.
No, I want a diet. Okay, see you guys later. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Okay.
You probably shouldn't be on a diet.
When you're only 3 feet tall and 400 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love my friends. I tell you what, we're back on the road again. I'm quite proud of myself. I only left with a little bit of stuff. Do I really need that? Absolutely not. Do I want it? Yes. You know what? As I've just been told, you know what? That's why we buy stuff. We justify it in our minds that we need it and that we want it and that we can't live without it and it's what we need at that time. So, and then we go buy it. It is, it's a goddamn sickness, for Christ's sakes. But you know what? There could be worse things for spending your money on. Well, I tell you what, the day is almost done. Days are pretty early here nowadays. We pulled this thing across the back way through some muddy old roads, and I tell you what, I'm happy to be back at the shack. Tell you what, I got to get a few pieces for this thing because I'm not fighting with it. 14 sets of booster cables, a dead starter. We'll get some pieces on it, get her fixed up, and call it a day. Either that or I just may change the motor out of it, put something different in it. There it is. I'm back at the shack. We're here. Something else to fix. I love it. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. Thanks for hanging out with me, and see you later.